Perfect. So I'm going to give you guys like a minute or two to hop on, say hello. If you want, the ones that are on Zoom, once I get started with the training, you guys can mute yourselves. I think I can mute people myself. I'm just not sure how to. So make sure that you do say hello. I'm very excited for tonight. It's been a long time since I've done a Zoom, since I've done a training. I usually go live. Well, actually, I am live. I'm live in the Hustle Mentorship group. So for people that can't hop on the Zoom, if you've got team members that cannot hop on, just let them know that I'm live in the Hustle Mentorship group, in Jenna's group. So say hello when you're on. Say where are you guys coming in from, because I know we've got people from everywhere. And I'm going to just make sure. All right, we got Krista here. Hello, Krista. All right, so people are hearing me loud and clear. And I'm gonna try to do this quick tonight. I'm gonna respect you guys' time. But I was very excited to come back to full Wi-Fi. And I wanted to do a team training, and I thought I had a lot of people reach out and say, if you do some trainings, can you let us know? Can you share the replay? So that's why I figured I would go live. This is pretty generic. And I just wanted to give a few pointers, because a lot of people since, you know, the last few weeks, last few months, hitting 100K rank, I had a lot of people ask, what's going on? What have you guys done? For people that knows who I am, I've been with the company since day one, so I wasn't always successful in MDC. I was acting like I was, so that's my biggest thing that I want to let you guys know. Even if you are not there yet, even if you are not, maybe you haven't even got your first sale, maybe you haven't even got your first pre-enrollee, just know that you have to keep plugging in, and you have to brainwash yourself that you are there. So it might be hard for some, and I was telling this to a few people this week because they were saying we need to start doing trainings, but my team's not big enough. I don't know if I should. Well, you definitely should, because you're gonna get past these fear, and you're gonna, if you wanna be a leader, you gotta act like a leader. So when, in the first year when we launched, there was all of the 5, 10K leaders doing trainings in 25K, and then there was me. There was little Sonia that never ranked at all, but I was doing the trainings with them because I was acting the part. I was, in my mind, a super affiliate, and in my mind, I still am a super affiliate. So if you guys are here and you think you're a super affiliate, or maybe 5K is your goal, it doesn't matter what your goals are. I want you guys to, you know, shout it out loud. Make sure that your goals are there. Make sure that you have belief and you don't give it up. So I'm going from my computer to my iPad. I'm just going to say hello to a few people here. Let me see if I can mute. Can I mute everybody? If anybody knows how to do this, and mute like the whole manage participant. Oh, there you go. Mute all. All right. So I'm muting all of you guys. Perfect. All right. I guess I just learned something. And I want to go over the 4 subjects today, which is all important, which is branding yourself. Social media content is what I want to talk about too. The famous binary, and the last thing, I keep forgetting what it is, but I'll think about it, but I know I have it on the poster. Oh my God, I have a heart. I should have taken brain spray before this training. But anyways, to start branding yourself, I think that a lot of people have that when you get started in business, you want to tell everybody, and that's good, but you have to keep it a little bit less. Less is more. That's one thing that I've learned. Being overly excited will push people away. Like, I learned the hard way, guys. When I got started, I was saying all over the place, trying to spray everybody, you know, this is boost, this is peak, here guys, take this. I kind of scared my friends away. I don't know if some of you guys use Facebook, and do you guys feel that nobody's responding to your posts, or maybe you would like to get a little bit more engagement, or sometimes people are afraid to like and comment because they're afraid that you're going to throw a link at them, which, what is the first thing that you think of doing when somebody likes or comment one of your business posts? You think, well, that's a customer. And that's okay to think that way, because you got to brainwash, you got to think that everybody is someday going to be your customer, your affiliate. And I mean, that's how I think. It doesn't matter if it happens or not. I'm just throwing it out there, okay? There's always people that you want, and if I don't think that they're eventually going to be on my team, how are they ever going to be on my team? But you don't want to be desperate. So what you post out there, how you follow up is very important. I've been reading and doing audiobooks a lot with Grant Cardone, and I'm actually listening to him and Todd Falcone. I got the Todd Falcone CDs at the convention, and my son actually listened to an hour of him today until he was like, Mom, I can't anymore. It's English, it's gibberish, stop that. But just to say, these people are all saying somewhat the same thing. And what I'm telling you tonight, you probably might have heard it before, but you're going to hear it in my way. So when you get started on Facebook, I don't know how you guys are advanced on Facebook, and I will go through the comments after. Sonia, mute them again. Okay. People unmuted themselves. Thank you very much. All right, so let me do a few shout outs, guys, because I feel that you guys need to be shouted out. You guys took time out of your day to be here. So we've got North Dakota in the house. We've got Paula and Chris Oatman, and then we've got Darla from PA. Pennsylvania, or I'm Canadian, so I'm not sure. Vancouver, we've got Sherry from Vancouver Island. Then we've got Mary Ellen from North Carolina. Darla in CA. We've got Natalie from Wisconsin. Welcome, Natalie. Everybody mute your mic. All right, that was from the people that had their mics unmuted. Then we got Stella from Canada. Cindy from New Brunswick, Canada. And then I see Carolise, Heather from Missouri, Stephen. A lot of people are just saying to unmute their mics. So thanks everybody for hopping on. And if I missed anybody, I'm sorry about that. Perfect. We've got Sherry, we've got Kristen, we've got Jerry West that says, welcome Karen Z and Steve Denmark. All right, both joined today. Well, welcome. And welcome everybody that is in the Hustle group. That was just the people on the Zoom call, so I'm going to do a little shout out later today after that, because otherwise I'm just going to shout out all night. So thanks for being here. So branding yourself in network marketing is very important. A lot of people think that branding themselves, you got to become a professional, and I remember seeing all these big rock stars where they had the whole logo, the whole name, the whole website, and that's important. I mean, I'm heading that way. A few people are heading that way. Leaders, and if you're just getting started, don't get overwhelmed with all of it. When we say brand yourself, it means who are you? What do you bring to the table? What can you share with people that they would like to follow you or learn from you? So if you're somebody that does, you're good at singing, okay, maybe you want to have your page or your group about singing. Maybe you want to give some tips about that. I know when I do my stretches, like this is my old massage therapy clinic, I've done 2 stretches videos, and that got me people commenting, people liking, because they want to take care of themselves. So when they do want some pain relief, or when they do want some products, they're going to think of me because I'm helping them without being too direct and saying, here's my link. Some people know me as the girl that changes my hair. As you notice, I've had the pink, the black, the red, I think I had blue. I had all colors for my hair. So people know I am Sonia like that. I'm always dressed in camo most times. And that's how I've branded myself. I've branded as the girl that lives in nature. We do camping half of the time. A lot of people know that about me. So you got to think, what do you want to attract? I remember talking to Jenna 2 years ago, and I was telling her how it seems so easy for her to come out and just share her story. Jenna's got a powerful story, guys. And I was afraid of doing what she was doing. And I kept telling her, I cannot wait to attract the type of people that I can be me. I can work and not have to hide who I am, not have to pretend I'm somebody else, and just have fun and feel like the people that I work with are people that I would actually hang out with. If that makes sense, guys, you don't want to have a bunch of people. No offense if you're vegan, okay? Just an example. I hunt, okay? I got my first partridge today. I didn't post a picture because every time I post a picture on Facebook, somebody gives me a bad comment. But I know a lot of people on this Facebook are hunters. You feed your family, right? And you all have your own beliefs and things. But I would not target vegans as a market for me. I have some on my team, and I love them. But I'm just saying that if you get what I'm talking about, you try to go and target people that you can actually, that are going to have the same similar things as you. Now, when you start posting on Facebook, the first month, I wouldn't even mention the company name, to be honest. Unless you're a big networker and you've got a huge team and you've got following or email marketing list or something that you can just go out there and just send it out. And even then it would pique curiosity. But an example, Jerry West, I think it took a month before he even mentioned, or like he did a few lives and he hit the rank of 5K the first month, and I don't even know if people knew the company that he was with. You know, and some people go wide open. I remember Judy, when she did her live, she announced that she was moving on and she talked about the products, and then people went to her. So it depends on your background. You know, it depends on your network. So if you've done 10 different businesses before and you post about these products on your wall, you're not going to get a flock of people asking for your link, because they're going to think, what the hell is she trying to sell to me again? All right, how do you guys get unmuted all the time? You guys, Zoom is tricky. So that's a very important point, because once you hit the ranks in your company, you have kind of no choice to start branding yourself as a leader. I can't hide it right now. Even if I would want to, there's too many pictures, too many tags, too many videos. I can't, and I'm proud of it. You know, I can't hide that I'm a leader at MBC. But when it got started, if I would have posted MBC everywhere, it would have turned people off a lot, especially if it was a brand new business. So less is more. Focus more on the problem and how you can get people to want to get more information. And that's where it comes to like asking questions, piquing curiosity. If I were to join MBC or HempWorks today, I would have probably posted a hint or two or 3 days ago. I would have, depending, do you want to be a customer? Do you want to be a team builder? Do you want to attract both? And there's different ways of doing this, and we're lucky because we get paid both ways. We get paid as much if you get customers or affiliates, and if you get your customers to duplicate. If you guys don't know, we have an awesome customer referral program. If you can teach your customers to do that, they'll drive your organization as much as if you've got a network marketing team being built. So, and that's what I did for a while. When I didn't have the skills, or like I didn't really maybe have the networkers on the team, I focused on customers because the products are awesome. So if you're in a rut and you don't really know, when you're like, man, I've got no builders, sell the products. And you guys, don't be afraid of selling. That was a big thing that I've learned from Grant Cardone. Sell or be sold, guys. Everybody wants products. Everybody has pain. Everybody has something that our products or our opportunity can help them with. You definitely want to do that, because if you don't, if you're afraid of the sale, you're not going to sell. And that's why I did not rank up the first year I was in MyDailyChoice, because I was afraid of succeeding. I was afraid of selling people, but they're buying everything else from everywhere else, right? So you just got to get through that little phase of being afraid of asking the question. And if it's not for them, ask who would be the best fit. And I'm probably not saying the right words right now, but like if somebody says no, it's either not right now, not interested. And like I was listening to Todd Falcone do the cold calls, and he was calling people, and one of the questions he was asking them if the permission to continue talking is now a good time. Most people, when they call people up, whether somebody took a tour, somebody filled out a leads capture page, maybe somebody said, hey, call me with information. When you call somebody, ask them, you know, hi, introduce yourself. Hi, this is Sonia. I'm calling you back because you had interest on whatever. Is this a good time for us to talk a few minutes? Then if they say, okay, then you can go and keep, like, I think that most people are afraid to ask the sale. Most people are afraid to get to that part, because you post, you comment, you add friends, you post in groups. Maybe the person asks for information on your product, but then you're stuck and you're like a deer in the headlight, and what do I do? And you build a relationship and you ask more questions. I always tell people, take the doctor's approach. If it's for product-wise, take the doctor's approach. Ask questions. You know, because people are in pain, people like to talk about themselves, and the more they open up, the more that they help, that it's going to help you figure out what they want. And then when it comes to, I know I'm jumping from one, I knew my training was going to do that, but when it comes to objections, because I'm talking about branding, what to post on social media, and objections, which is all like all together when you think about it. When it comes to objections, if you ask the right questions first, then you shouldn't have any objections. Last week I had a girl that was on my that joined the team, and she said she researched and she found me on Facebook from some videos that I've done. And I was like, awesome, you know? And she was saying it wasn't going well with her other business. And then when she said that, I was like, okay, even if she told me she wanted to join, that she did the research, I still need to prospect, because how many times did somebody tell you, I'm going to buy, I'm going to join? I have 4 people that were supposed to order today. 1 out of 4 ordered, okay? So it's just to say that you never assume the sale. Assume it in your mind, but never think it's done until it's done. And when it's done, when you get the recruiter, the sale, it really, you're just starting, because that's when you need to get the customer service going or the affiliate task as a team leader and lead your team. So that lady, she said, all right, well, I'm going to sign up. I just need to talk to my husband. And that came to me asking another question. Okay, well, do you usually have to ask your husband to make decisions, or you like, no, excuse me, let me take that back. Do you usually ask your husband for permission on, you know, decisions like this for yourself? And if so, would it help if I would talk to him? Because I prefer him to have the right information. And I typed her that. So, and then she's like, no, I'm the one that wears the pants. I can make my own decisions. I just wanted him to see which package we wanted. And I said, perfect. So I kind of, if she would have used that excuse, at least, and that was a thing that actually Jen taught me before even getting to that point, which this was a different prospect, because she messaged me, she wanted to join. But if she would not have wanted to yet, if I wasn't sure if she was going to, that's when I would have asked her a few questions. You know, why is now a good time to join this business? Do you usually ask somebody if, like, you usually get help for a decision like that? Because that was an objection that a lot of women use. And even men, sometimes they're like, man, I gotta ask my wife. And that's just an objection. So you gotta be ready for those. If you're stuck when they tell you it's too expensive, and I did ask in the bosses group, by the way, for a few objections, and a lot of people were saying that whether they could get the product cheaper elsewhere, whether they could, they thought it was expensive, and when they come back with that objection, it's because you haven't sold them enough. People will pay X amount of money for iPhones. People will pay for those sneakers, those Michael Jordans or whatever. People will pay to go to Jamaica. People will pay for that nice car. So if you give enough value, they will pay for the product. It's because they aren't sold enough. And I mean, how many times do you see somebody say that it's expensive and then you turn around and they join another company? I've seen that happen. So you got to be ready. And if somebody tells you it's expensive, that's when you say, yeah, I understand. When I got started, I used my credit card. Or when I got started, I actually, a lot of people on the team does this, I pre-sold the bottles before we even joined. So when my order came in, I had 11 bottles. I made this much profit. Everybody got the bottles at a special discount. Now, next time they want to reorder, they'll use my site. That's 11 possible customers or affiliates, and I got my bottle pretty much for free. My business is paid for. So that's what some people have been doing with the executive packs. Just by the way, if you feel it's expensive, because once you come in the company, you want to come in at the highest possible, and you want to guide your team to do that too, and people that you have on the phone. So it doesn't matter what objection that they have. It just means that they're not ready. They have not been sold enough. And it may take 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 times. If you don't like to follow up, that's where you need to give more value. That's where you need to go live. You need to suck it up and go and share. One video, guys, I'm talking to how many of you, like 100 people right now, instead of doing 100 one-on-one with all of you guys. I love all of you, but I can't take my time to divide and give it like that. And it's the same for your prospects. You need to sift and sort out where you want to take your time. So if you do videos and if you share value, whether it's a blog, it's an ebook, what can you share with other people that will get them to you? Maybe you're not a leader and you don't want to lead a big team, but you want to have a bunch of customers. Be the best customer service ever. Get a call number, get people to call you, get an email responder, send emails to your people, send them a letter in the mail thanking them for being your customer. It doesn't matter. Rule whatever you want to rule. If you want to go with the dog market or the horses, I know some ladies are doing the hemp works, the horses. Maybe you want to run just with the sleep spray. Choose something, focus on that, and crush it. And I know it's kind of hard because we've got so many choices here. And I see people doing, oh, they're going to focus on this, and other people are going to blog and other people are going to do this and you want to touch it all. But guys, if you're just starting, start with one thing and then add a little bit here and there, but be consistent. Because if I would have continued doing what I started and stopped in the last 3 years, I would have a lot more results. And I mean, I try to reinvent the wheel. I did, and I'm not, but at this point in MDC, you do not need to reinvent the wheel. Okay, we've got it. Now we've proven that what we do works. And that's where it goes back to branding yourself. So it's okay to be all excited about the product, but if you go on your Facebook and it's all hempworks and you have to scroll 5, 6, 10 posts, I'd love for you guys to all go on your Facebook after this video and start seeing what it looks like. If it feels like a commercial, don't ask yourself why people aren't responding to you. And try to think, how can I go either live, make a video, or make a post to share value, or even sometimes it can be something funny. Hey, little Jerry. I see Jerry's son there. So, totally lost my train of thought there. But if you guys are on Facebook and you're posting every day and you're not getting the same results, and if you post 20 times per day, that's probably too much. I know I wouldn't want to see 20 posts per day, especially if it's all about business. So I feel that a lot of times people want to get to the results very quickly and they want to jump through and not do the hard work that a lot of the leaders that are at the top right now have done. We didn't just pop a magic pill and hey, we're 25, 50, 100, 250K. We worked very hard for it. There's always some rare story in this industry that somebody will check match some big guru, whatever, or you can rank up easily. But it has to do with you and your network. Now, I'm going to use a girl on my team as an example. She came in brand new to the industry. She hit 5K, she hit 10K, and she's on her way for 25K this month. She's in Canada. I've never done this before. So huge shout out to Charlene. But just to say, she shared, but she's built herself up before. People that knew her trusted her. So when she came out and started posting about that, it wasn't her 50th or 20th or 3rd or 4th company that she posted all about on Facebook. So people trusted her. So number one, like if you can think of one word and keep this, it's trust. Have people trust you. People trust me, and because I haven't pitched them 10 different businesses in the last 3 years. I've been in MDC. Yeah, I got other programs, I got other tools, I got other things that, I buy a lot of stuff from other DS, but I don't promote it. I don't even, post a link, or I could, but I decided to plant my flag here, and I had a 3 to 5 year plan, and we are in year 3. Yesterday was our 3rd year anniversary. There's only a few on this call right now that can say, I know Tracy's here, that they are a founding member since 3 years ago, so huge congrats. And I made some drawings for you guys. I'm going to move on to this. I just want to check something. I don't know what time it is, but okay. I'm going to keep this short, so I'm going to wrap up on this. If you have questions, I will look at the live. I just want to see. Oh, this is not a touch screen. I'm trying to touch screen my laptop here. And I left my cell phone with my husband. If anybody's on my team that texts me, I don't have any text until Saturday. I have Facebook on my iPad, I have Skype, I have email, but I have no cell phone for 3 days. So I know Josh was calling my husband earlier on my cell. He was calling me. So just to let you guys know, if you try calling me, you might talk to my husband. All right, binary. I know you guys won't see this, but it doesn't matter. I just want you to picture it in your mind, because I think a lot of people are not binary qualified and they don't know. And then when they realize that, oh, I should have done this, and it's too late. Well, it's not too late. You can always qualify the next month. So let's try to do this the easiest way possible, okay? In a binary, it means you're at the top. Doesn't matter who you're under, you're at the top of your own business. So power leg, no power leg. If you have that mentality, you need to be in a team that's going to build, blah, 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 blah. Don't have that mentality, okay? Have the mentality that you're a power leg, you're going to build both of your legs, okay? If you're badass, and I know you guys are, that's how you're going to think. That's how you're going to see. So you won't be disappointed. Guys, I had 200 people the first month underneath me, and they all quit. So I was like, man, I got a power leg and all this, and I was all excited. I was like, jackpot, you know, this is it. And then 2 months later, they were like gone and like try to be cross recruit. And it was just, it taught me the hard way. So if you think that others need to build your business, don't think that way. Be that rock star that will build 2 legs, and then you turn around, you hit 5K, 10K, 25K, 50K, 100K, and the ranks are just coming in like crazy because you built the momentum, okay? And you haven't waited for anybody. So there's you at the top, and you've got a left and a right leg. So when you get started, we suggested 2 people on the left, 2 people on the right, but I'm going to tell you, I'm going to suggest you to double that up, guys. I'm going to challenge you to get 4 on the left, 4 on the right. It can be 2 customers, 2 affiliates, 2 customers, 2 affiliates, which we get paid the same. But the reason is people quit, okay? People miss auto ships, and you don't want that. I had somebody that missed a binary check because the people on one leg didn't order that month and they didn't realize, so they missed out on that month's binary. And I don't want that to happen. So your first month, you're not going to earn binary. Every order, every first order that goes through your account, whether it is not your account, but your link. So whether it's your customer or your rep, every first order they do, the first month they join. So let's say they join November 8th. We're November 8th. Okay, somebody joins today at a builder. If you're an executive, you're going to get a $25, 20 or 25 depending on the bottle they get. Okay, let's say you're going to get a $25 jumpstart. They like it, they decide November 21st, they upgrade to executive. You're going to get 2 jump starts. I don't know if you guys knew that, okay? So, but it has to be within the same month, not the same 30 days. So within November. So this person joins today, and then December 1st places a second order instead. Today you'll get a jump start. December 1st, that goes towards the binary. Okay, so obviously people have to go on your left and on your right. There's going to be one leg that you may, I'm going to say may, most likely you will, but you may get people be placed underneath there that doesn't come from you or your team. Okay, that's called spillover, and that's the fake volume that you can sometimes get that I got. So don't get caught up on that. You can totally build it. Now, how do you get your binary qualification? There's 3 things that you need to keep in mind to get binary qualified, okay? The first thing is you need to have your order. If you want to get paid, you need to have your order. 40 or 90 PV. PV is personal volume. I suggest you get the 90. 90 will help you. If you hit any rank higher than builder, you need 90 anyways to maintain your rank. So make sure you've got your order. Okay, let's say 90 PV. Then you want to have on the left and on the right 90 BV from your personals. It can be your customers or it can be your affiliate. You need 90 and 90. It could be 9 people that has a 10 BV order, or it can be 45 and 45, I don't even know. It could be totaling, or it can be one person that has 90. But as long as you sponsored 90 and 90 on the left and on the right. So I think a lot of times people get confused because we got 40, 50, and then 90 and 100. And it's only because we have sprays and brain bears and all the products have different volume. But really, it used to be 50 and 100, now it's 40 and 90. So don't get caught up. I always say just 40, 90 now. So first thing, get your order. Second thing, you have 90 on the left, 90 on the right that you personally sponsored. And last but not least, once it gets to 300 minimum on both legs, then they're going to start paying out. Okay, and depending on your rank, if you're builder, director, executive, or more, they're going to pay a percentage. So if you are executive, it's 15%. And the binary, one thing that most people don't understand, you can get paid on other people that are not on your team, that were not built in your enroller tree, that were from other people above. So a lot of times they're wondering, why am I seeing these names? That's what the power of the binary is that, and that's why they say, you know, you want to keep an order. If you don't place an order every month, guys, and you don't qualify for binary yet, that volume is going to flush out. So if you keep an active order monthly, you're keeping that volume. And I got a guy in Ireland, Michael, if you're on, we need to talk. He's been on auto ship for 2 years, guys. So this guy has a crazy, crazy power leg right now. And so I just, sorry to put him on the spot. I don't think he's on right now, must be sleeping. But just to say, because he kept his auto ship every month, he now has a huge leg. And when he decides to build his business, then he can focus on building the binary on the other leg. Why is binary important? I will tell you after, but once it hits the 300 on each side, it will start paying out. I'm going to go on the next slide to show you how we pay out, which is very interesting. So this is probably, okay, so that's me, and I'm showing you the left and the right. On one side I have 500, okay, and on the other side I've got 1,000. So we get paid binary on the lesser leg. So we get paid the percentage on the 500. I was trying to explain that to another girl today because she was like, well, that's not fair. We're missing the volume on the other leg. We're not getting paid, but that's not true. You do get paid on both legs, really. If you want to calculate it differently, you can. And how I explained it is if you have 500 on one side and 100 on the other, then they're going to subtract 500 from the left and 500 from the right. One side will have 0, the other side will carry over the balance for the other month. And you get paid 15%, or I explained to her, if you want to say you get paid 7.5% on each legs, if that makes you understand the binary more, think of it that way. But really, it's not that hard to understand. Once you start earning it, it's a lot easier, because I remember it took me a long time to get it, guys. But I think that a lot of people are missing out, because if you get your binary set up and you help your team, we had 64 people qualified for binary last month. That's huge, guys, and I know there's more on this call. If you guys were binary qualified, a huge, huge shout out. And I'm not seeing any comments here, and even here I'm not seeing, so I'm sorry I'm not replying to anything. I'm just trying to keep on track and not miss out what I want to say. But I feel a lot of people don't know what binary means, and you're not going to be penalized if you put somebody, a big leader on one leg, and, oh, I should have put somebody there. When I got started, I put 10 people on my left leg. I had no clue, so I had nobody for like months on my right leg. And now my right leg is actually almost double the left leg, so it can flip-flop. So your power leg or weak leg can switch, so keep that in mind too. That's why when you get started, we tell you the first month, take a screenshot. Guys, an hour or two before the back office switches over the last day of the month, take screenshots. I take screenshots of my back office every single day. I do, because I like counting, I like seeing who's close to ranking, I like seeing like the growth every month. And that's just something personal that actually Heather taught me how to do. I didn't think about that, but it makes sense. And she gets her team to actually send her a screenshot the first month to make sure that the leg placements are okay, because you want to start alternating the legs. And then once you got 4 people, or at least 2 on the leg you're getting help with, you want to send a screenshot to your upline and see, should I do this? And it depends who you have too. You might have big players on both legs and you want to alternate. Some people don't even focus on one leg and they just alternate both. But let's go back to the earnings here. Let's say that you've got the 1,000 on one side and the 500 on the other side. You would get paid $75. Okay, I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but once your binary start, it's going to be small. And then it's going to grow, and it's going to keep growing. And once it gets to here, that's where it gets interesting, all right? So this one has 40,000 on one side and 30,000 on the other side, which you get paid, if that's your binary, that's 4,500 US dollars binary, okay? And the fun part is about binary, the more binary qualified people on your team, the more check match you get. So let's say that I'm your sponsor and you hit $4,500 binary this month. You're my level 1. I'm going to earn $13.50 just because I brought you in the business and because I helped you qualify binary. So if you've got 10, 20, 30, 50, hundreds of people that are binary qualified, then you are getting the binary check, the check match. Obviously, you're getting Jumpstart, guys, because at that pace, if you're qualified like that, your team is, the Jumpstarts keep coming in. The global bonus pools are also, because you should always be recruiting at least 4 or 8. 8 this month if you want to have a chance to win the MacBook Pro that Jen did. And, you know, you guys, you always got to keep recruiting. And then there's also, if you hit the bonuses and the ranks, then you've got the maintenance bonus that comes in and the rank bonuses. So you guys can make multiple streams of income within this company. And I think that a lot of people are focusing on the Jumpstart because they pay great. And when you get started the first month or two, Jumpstart and global bonus pools are the way to go. But if you can help your team see that big picture, and I'm not going to draw you a pyramid or a get 4, get 4, get 4, get 4. I've already done that and I've tried to explain that to people, but you can if you want to, and it's a lot of money. NBC pays very well. So just to let you guys know that if you have questions, I hope I didn't confuse you more than anything else for the binary. I actually have a whiteboard drawing that I've done. I know Josh has done one today, and I know a lot of people train differently. So if you feel that you would like to see that, let me know and I'll send it to you. I actually did a comp plan video yesterday. I'm gonna copy it on a YouTube channel that I don't have any links. So if you guys want to use it and share with your team, there's not going to be any links attached to me. That's a huge thing. If you share videos, make sure that they don't have links. A lot of people have been seeing sharing videos, they have links all over them. I think that's something to tell people about. Besides that, guys, is there any questions? I don't see anything here. Probably every time I do a live, I don't see the comments. Maybe I should tap here. Or anyways, it's looking like I'm trying to comment. But I know that here on the Zoom, here I am touching the screen again. I think, and also what I wanted to do, I hope I can see the chats after. If I don't, please message me on Facebook. If anybody asks a question and I missed it, because I'm not seeing any question, I'm seeing a few things and it's too long to read, I will read after. But I won't go into more. I know Jen did a good branding training. If you're, like, depending whose team you're on, I'm training a lot of teams right now, but different team leaders do different personal development, do different trainings. You might be email marketing, you might be videos, maybe you're offline, maybe you're old style network marketer, right? So it's okay if you have specific trainings, you should start doing them. If you're a team leader and you want your team to follow you as that leader also. And also, just one thing, don't feel like what you're sharing is not good enough, because what works for you might not work for somebody else. And I've seen people on my team doing things that I could never do. So, and I mean, they're crushing it that way. And it's just, find your light and just make it shine. That's it. Like, I know that a lot of times we're just lost. We don't know what to do. I kept following a lot of people until I just said, I'm going to be me. And when I go live, sometimes I'm prepared, sometimes I'm not. Like today, I had those little things, and that was it. My whole plan was drive back home, plug my internet on, and let's do a training for people. So if you guys have specific questions, okay, before they take the tour or sign up, you must be locked to the side you want them on. Yes, definitely, Heather, that's true, but somebody asked a question. Before you start, guys, if you start posting about your link, make sure that you are ready. Make sure, ask your upline, say, hey, I'm ready to make my first post. And when you do, make sure you've got an hour or two, because if you don't, then you're just going to have a bunch of people waiting for information. And if you posted MDC or HempWorks, they're going to go on Google, they're going to Google it, and they might not join you or buy from you. So not everybody's going to support you in your business. And that's my biggest thing that I've done at the beginning of my industries. I branded the company a little bit too much, and I had a lot of sales going to somebody else and not myself. So you got to be a little bit selfish, and that's why, and people want to be piqued. So you got to pique curiosity also. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to stop the the live, and I'm gonna stop this Zoom. But if people want, or maybe I'll keep the Zoom on if you guys have questions, because I'm trying to go from one side to the other. But I know we had some people here, and if you are on live, or well, actually, I'll keep live if you guys want to keep watching. But I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't any questions here that I missed. I guess there was a lot of background noise. Okay, here. I signed up today without even trying this brand. I posted about my search for something to help with chronic pain, which my audience has known about years. I posted about looking for something that helps my old dog. I got 7 interested people in CBD oil, and I never said that I signed up. I simply said I ordered the oil. See, that's the thing. That little pique and curiosity, and you said why. You shared your story, and you shared what you were doing, and you piqued curiosity. If you would have just said, hey guys, I joined this business, here's my link, you would have probably not have 7 people interested. Because that's how people's mentality work. We want to be piqued, but we want to be excited. We want to have that person that's hard to get. How would you join somebody that's always in your inbox and always available, and hey, did you do this? Did you watch the video? Did you forget there's a call today? You were supposed to join this morning. Is everything okay? No, you don't want to join that person that has nothing else better to do than follow up. Follow up is important, but you don't want to be that person that is bugging, and that you're a salesperson, but you don't want to be that salesperson and have commission breath, I think they call it. So that's something that I learned a lot on my own. I had to grow into, and I think, here, let me see. Did you give them the discount? That's what I thought. You're welcome. All right. Yeah, I'm just reading. Check match is the most lucrative part of the comp plan. Get your team binary qualified, and check match will weigh out the binary. Once your check match weighs out your binary, then, guys, you're golden. We can move people on your legs. Yes, you can move people on your legs, but you can't move them once they're signed up. So that's why it's important to make sure that your legs are set up correctly. You can move them on the other leg. All right. Paula's getting mauled by her kid. I told people today that if they want to know about the products, they would only know about them in my group, that I wouldn't post on my profile Monday and have 50 people in the group. See, that's another thing. Do groups, guys. Bring people in there. Some people share recipes. Some people share, like I'm diffusing or CBD right now. You're not seeing it, but I have my diffuser on. I could have went live in my group as I was putting water, lavender, the drops, and made a video about that, right? You want to educate people. Bring them in your group. Make your group fun. Educate, and then I'm so excited about these products, but I sounded too spammy before, so trying to figure out how to do it. People can be mean, and you need to have that confidence but not be cocky. Like I was unrecruitable, same as much for the products as much for the business, even when I was not successful, even when I didn't even have the products, I was sold on them. So if you got to really believe in there, but to try not to be too spammy, show interest. If you can be interested, and really genuine interest, don't waste your time prospecting people that you're not, I don't want to sound weird, but would you go and hang out and find friends at school or college that you don't see yourself clicking with, and that you would just argue? Then that's the same thing. Don't go and try to work hard. A lot of times we see people and we're like, oh, they need our product. Really? Do you need that person as a customer or as a rep? Sort out people. I wasted a lot of time trying to pick people back up. I've led so many people to the water. You can lead the horse to the water, but you can't get them to drink that water. How many times have you done that? And sometimes you got to be tough. And to be one thing I want to finish up with, and I appreciate all you guys for still being here. I used to be too soft and way too afraid to hurt my team. And when I started doing the tough love, like I was taught the tough love. If you guys know Jen, she's a badass upline, but she's tough. And she's said it a few times in videos that she's been the toughest on me. Don't know why. I probably needed it. And today I understand, but then I didn't. But it's okay. And then I started doing that with my team too. Stop babying them. Sometimes I ignore questions because I don't have internet or I'm too busy. I mean, I'm at a point that I don't even know who to answer when I open up my phone in the morning. But sometimes I ignore questions that could be found on Google or in your back office. Or if it's important, you have somebody there, I'm going to be there as much as I can. But I started to let my team grow as a leader themselves. And I've said no to get on their first call with their prospect. I want to give a big shout out. I'm putting you on the spot, girl. I've got Tracy from Wisconsin that I want to say that has grown so much. And the reason I'm using you is because you've asked me a few times, to help you with people that you've met. And I told you got this, girl, you got this. And you're talking to huge networkers right now. And you would have not done this 2 years ago. So just to say, huge growth for you. I'm so proud. And that's what I mean. And I remember one night I felt so bad. I told my husband, I just told Tracy I couldn't help her. And I could have, but I knew if I did that call for her, she would have never got to that point. And now she does her own calls. And when she does need me, like that big networker, let's get him on the phone tomorrow, or tonight. You know what I mean? I'm here, I'm home. But you guys gotta let your people grow and stop holding hands sometimes. But you gotta be there too. I mean, I'm not gonna ignore you on purpose, but sometimes you got to tell them how it is and help them grow into those leaders. So, and then just to finish here, just be yourself. Yes, be yourself. Does anybody want to say anything? I know I've got some awesome people on the call, awesome leaders. And I'm sorry in the group, I can't see anything in the hustle group, but I know you guys are there. And what I would like to suggest, all the team leaders, members, sometime at the end of the month, and I did talk to Jen about it, she's cool with that. I'd love to invite some of the team leaders, different teams, different ranks, to come on and do a training and we can all share. I think it's very important to have training from other teams. I mean, I know some teams have their own secrets and they want to keep that, and that's cool. But I think community and unity, when I had no upline, when I hardly had a team, I kept following the other leaders and they included me in their things and they made me feel very special even when I had nobody there. So just to let you guys know, I'm going to suggest that and I'm going to post it if you want to share something. And if you guys would be more than happy to plug your teams in, you can let me know, message me privately, and we'll figure out like a team leaders call with all of us. Because I know my team wants to hear from the other leaders too, and not just myself. All right, just a sec. I made a group, but can't get people to post on their own. Just ends up being me posted, which I can't do right now since I'm in Facebook jail. All right, well, in a group, if I were to start a group, I would start with Hootsuite. I would make sure that my posts are set up in advance. So if I get to jail, I don't know if you can still use that or not. Or you can have somebody else post in your group. That's always nice to work as a team. Have 2, 3 maybe people that you can ask. Or if sometimes you just gotta wait. I was in Facebook jail before, it wasn't fun. Yeah. The first week I got in MDC, I was in Facebook jail because I sent to like 50 to 60 people that I was heading camping for a week that I could not reply to them until a certain day, and I got to Facebook jail. So I learned my lesson. Don't copy paste 50 messages at once. All right, so thank you very much. My inbox is going to be open, guys. I'm going to stay out late because I got a few calls to do. So if anybody has specific questions, if you got trainings that you would need help with, I mean, I've got 3 years worth of trainings. That's why tonight was not very specific. It was a few things, and I just wanted to say hello and just congratulate you, everybody here. We're having another huge month. There's some cool announcements coming up. There's a lot of stuff since convention. I think it's been go, go, go. And a lot of people's businesses has blown up since, so I'm very proud of each and every one of you. So my 30-minute training is almost an hour training, so I'm going to cut it. Bye for now, guys. I love everybody, and see you later. And happy, healthy, wealthy is the way to be. I always got to finish like that. Bye, guys. All right, I'm going to end up this. I can't say, I can't close the live and I can't close this at the same time. So.
Bye, Sonia. Thank you.
Bye, guys. I can't even close the live down, so I don't know why my button isn't working. All right, so I'll close this, but.
Maybe close the Zoom and then go back over to Facebook.
Yeah, I know. Just my Facebook is acting weird.
And then trim it out.
Yeah, I'll do that. Definitely. All right, bye for now. I'll be on Facebook. Message me, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
And I can't end this. All right, let me do this. I think it's because